my channel. So before we get started, I do want to say that I do not have my ring light on. This is only natural lighting in my soft boxes. So let me know what you think about this video compared to my last video in this room, because I've been using my ring light up until now, and I'm just trying to test the waters and see which one I like better, which one looks more natural and just shows colors better. So let me know if you like this one better or the last video. But today's video is going to be a one brand review. So I usually call these one brand tutorials, but I don't really feel like this type of video is a tutorial. I feel like it's more of just a review of one brand. But today's video is going to be all about CATRICE Cosmetics, which I hear very, very little about. Oh, it's getting bright. That's the negative about working with natural lighting, I guess. Calm down, son. Calm down. But yeah, I don't have a product for every single aspect of my face. I don't have an eyeliner. I don't have any kind of lip products. I don't have brow products. If you guys want to see some CATRICE products in action, then please keep watching. I literally cannot see right now. I'm seeing like little black and white dots. Am I going blind? So I've already moisturized and primed my eyelids. So we're gonna go in with this liquid metal eyeshadow in the shade Mauves Like Jagger. So this was $4.99 at Ulta, and keep in mind everything I got today was from Ulta. These are the single eyeshadows that kind of have that little weird like wavy embossment in them. So yeah, when you first look at it, it looks like it's gonna be really intense, really shiny. And then you swatch this. It's so dull, no shine or like metallic aspect to it at all. It's very just bleh. It pretty much looks like just a satin finish eyeshadow, when in the pan it looks like it should be super shiny and metallic. Deceiving. Okay, you know what? I'm actually not gonna do like a super elaborated eye look because I'm probably gonna take this off anyway. This is just to show you guys what it looks like in action and to review it for you guys. We're not doing a tutorial. Let's just keep that in mind. So on this side, I'm gonna put it on with my finger, and on this side, I'm gonna put it on with a brush. Yeah, that is so lackluster, it's not even funny. So now I'm gonna go in with a brush and try packing this all over the eyelid on this side. So we're kind of getting the same effect with the brush, and I'm still disappointed. So now I'm gonna go in and wet my brush. So that is making it look a little bit more metallic and foiled, but it's still not wowing me. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side with my wet brush, because that's really the only way this is any kind of pretty. Okay guys, so I'm back with the rest of my eye makeup on, and I'm not digging the look. Hopefully it looks better with mascara and a full face of makeup, but right now it just ain't working for me. And plus my eyeliner did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I tried to do something different and it was a bust. Wow, we have mistakes all over my face. So I'm gonna go into this CATRICE Fine Beautifying Primer. It's the one in the little pink tube. It kind of has like a calamine lotion type color to it. It looks kind of pink, and you would think that it would make your skin look weird, like you wouldn't expect much from this, but it gives you a really pretty like radiant brightening effect, and it kind of makes your skin look a little bit more youthful and a little bit more plump in my opinion. So it does feel kind of thick, but I just find that this does a really good job priming your skin, in that it makes your skin really smooth and soft, and it just provides a really nice base. I don't know if you guys can see a difference in my skin, but it just looks really hydrated and very glowy, but not shiny or oily. I don't really see the biggest difference in my pores. I don't feel like it emphasizes my pores or anything, which is a good thing since this is more brightening and it does have that pink hue to it. But I do find that it just makes my skin look really nice and plump. So this gets an approval in my book. So moving on to mascara, I have the Ultra Black Volume Mascara. This is the Lashes to Kill. So I did get this for free with my order for spending $15. Okay, so this is apparently always free. Makes you kind of wonder if it's good if it's being sent out for free. So here's what the wand looks like. It's nothing really special. It's just your typical mascara wand. It's kind of more fluffy and a little bit fuller. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply 2 coats to the upper lashes and 1 coat to the bottom. And I've also already curled my lashes. Okay, so here's what the mascara looks like, and as you can see, it's not the worst mascara I've tried. Like, it's definitely not as bad as what I thought it would be. So this is not a super dramatic, bold, jet black formula, which is what I like to look for in mascaras. This is just your standard black formula. It just seems kind of like a cheap black in my opinion, if that makes any sense. I definitely feel like this mascara is more lengthening than anything else, and I hate this for the bottom lashes. It does absolutely nothing. It looks like I've got a gray mascara on my bottom lashes, and this is more of a wet formula, so I do feel like you can layer this quite a bit and not get clumps. Also, it kind of looks wet on my lashes even when it dries. Like, it doesn't have that super dark matte black effect to it. I mean, it's free, so it's not like you guys are really gonna have a choice in the matter of if you're wanting to buy it or not, but I just figured I'd throw it in here because it's a CATRICE product. So moving on to foundation. You guys know foundations are my favorite part of the routine. So this is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is $10.99. You can only find this online for whatever reason. I picked up the shade Sand Beige 030, and right now this is a perfect match for me. I did wear it yesterday. So they only have 4 shades, which is pretty pathetic because they're all lights. There are no deeper skin tone shades in this range, and it makes me very mad. So it says it's an ultra lightweight, high coverage foundation for a natural looking finish. It says it covers imperfections and mattifies the skin, creating a smooth and even complexion for up to 24 hours. I hate that claim, up to 24 hours. That could be 2 hours, 3 hours, that could be 30 minutes. Like, it's all up to 24 hours. So like, be more specific. And then on the back, it just says lightweight and non-oily texture that feels like a second skin, provides a long-lasting full coverage without mask effect, and creates an even complexion. So yeah, it does have this little medicine dropper thing, and I do like this. So I'm gonna shake this bad boy up first. I'm just gonna apply it with a Real Technique sponge. I'm not gonna do it with a brush or anything because I do like a sponge better. So this actually is more of a thicker formula, which is weird because usually products in like a medicine dropper type packaging is more runny. And by the way, you do get 1.01 fluid ounces of product, so just a little bit more than the standard. So here's what we've got going on today. I don't really have a whole lot to cover up, just some recovering blemishes and stuff, but nothing active. So I don't know if you guys could see, but I barely got anything on my sponge, and that covered almost the entire side of my face. And I had this little red bump back here next to my ear that was a little more irritated and active, and it completely covered it up with just one dab of my sponge. So this has very, very good coverage. A little bit does go a long way for sure. I will say this is a very long wearing formula, but it does start feeling a little bit heavier on my skin. It does make my complexion look super smooth, very poreless. It's not too mattifying, like it's not like a flat matte finish. Almost like a satin matte finish, I guess you could say. I love the way it builds up. I love the way, see that, look at that. That is like full coverage. So I definitely feel like this is a good full coverage foundation. I have oily skin, but it's very normal. I don't get oily with foundations a lot. Usually if I do get shiny or oily throughout the day, it's because of a foundation. It doesn't start fading or breaking down or looking shiny or anything. I would say probably 5 or 6 hours in, that's when it starts kind of feeling heavier on my skin, maybe less. But here's what it looks like on my skin. It looks very, very smooth, very poreless, and it's not too matte. Like, you can still see a little bit of that radiance coming through. Maybe that's from the primer, I don't know, but I just think it looks very, very pretty on my skin. So moving on to concealer, I got this Camouflage Cream Concealer in the shade Ivory for under my eyes. I usually don't go for cream concealers like this in a pot because they have more of like a dewy finish, and it's like they never set and they always stay tacky. Usually creams crease on me faster than liquids, and I just prefer liquid concealer more. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this under my eye. I'll just take it directly from the pot. And I'm actually fairly surprised with this concealer. I really do like it, actually. So I actually feel like this has a pretty good coverage. I don't know if I would go as far as saying it's a full coverage, but I definitely feel like it's a high medium, if not full. It looks very smooth on my skin, and I like the way it blends out. It's very easy to blend out, and this shade's very brightening, so I do like this shade for under my eyes. It's very stiff in the pot. Let me swatch it for you guys. Like, it's not super creamy or anything. It's actually pretty thick. And because it's so thick, you would think that it wouldn't blend out real well or anything, but it actually blends out very fast and just pretty effortlessly, which kind of shocks me, honestly. And by the way, I forgot to mention this is $5.99 and they only have 3 shades. So again, come on, Catrice, step it up with the shades. So here's what it looks like on my skin in case you're wondering what it looks like up close. It does have more of like a radiant finish, I guess you could say. That could be because it hasn't completely set and it's still drying. But it doesn't look drying, it doesn't look too matte. So I don't know if this is something that I would recommend for covering blemishes on the rest of your face. This may just be good for under the eyes. So moving on to the last product, I have a powder. This is the Healthy Look Mattifying Translucent Powder. This is new. This is $6.99 on the Ulta website. This just says is a velvety matte powder with 4 integrated shades for a translucent finish. It creates a healthy and fresh looking complexion. So here's what the powder looks like. As you can see, it has that mosaic type look to it, and it does have different colors swirled in there. So here's what it looks like when you swirl it together. It does look like it has a little bit of color to it. You can see more of the skin tone shade in there, and I gotta be honest, I do not like this powder. It is very smooth and it feels really nice when you swatch it, but I don't like the way it looks on my skin. It says it's translucent, but this definitely adds a pink hue to my skin, and it makes my entire face look like it's not matched to my neck, and I do not like that at all. So I have sat here for a few minutes to let the concealer dry, as I've talked about the powder, and it does seem to crease a little bit until you powder. I do not feel like this is a concealer you can go without setting. It seems like it's very transferable too until you powder it, so just a little FYI. So I'm gonna go in and set under my eyes first. I'm starting to see like cakiness around here. That's not good. I'm gonna do one side of my face just to show you guys the color difference. Okay, so here's a side by side. As you can see, it did mattify my skin. There's no radiance coming through on this side, but I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but I can definitely tell in person. There's like a line of demarcation right around through here, and my foundation matched before this powder. So like right here where I stopped applying powder, you can see it's like pink and then my skin tone. So it's been about 3 hours since I filmed this video, and I'm back because I forgot to show you guys a product, and I do have different makeup on. I had to take off all my makeup from this video to do another video. So there are still gonna be wear updates in the description box. It'll just be of different days. But I forgot to show you guys this setting spray. This is the Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. This is $7.99 at Ulta. So it comes with 1.76 fluid ounces of product. Wait a minute. So it says it comes with 1.76 ounces of product on the website, but the bottle says 1.69 fluid ounces. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy there, but it just says it is a lightweight and quick drying beauty mist that improves makeup wear and provides a flawless, long-lasting finish. It can be used as a primer, setting spray, or a makeup refresher throughout the day. So I absolutely love this setting spray, and I think it's one of the better ones at the drugstore. I love the mist on it. It's very fine, but yet powerful at the same time. I think it does an amazing job at prolonging the wear of my makeup, as well as getting rid of any cakiness or powderiness on my skin. It just makes my skin look so refreshed. The only downfall I see to this product is that there is such a small amount of product. It doesn't take me very long to use this up, but I've only used this as a setting spray. I haven't used it as a primer, but all in all, this is an amazing product. So now let's do a little roundup of all the products and give you guys my final conclusions. So the liquid metal eyeshadow, definitely a big no-go. The Lashes to Kill mascara, not the biggest fan of. I mean, obviously it's free, so if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, but I mean, I'm not gonna be gravitating towards this a lot. The Prime and Fine Beautifying Primer is definitely something that I recommend, and I do think this will work for a lot of different skin types. The HD Liquid Coverage Foundation gets 2 thumbs up in my book. The only downside to it is that a lot of you probably won't be able to find your shade in it, so that really sucks. But if you can find your shade in it, I do recommend it. I think this is a beautiful foundation, and again, updates will be in the description box below. The Camouflage Cream Concealer, is this my favorite concealer? No, I mean, I do like the way it blends out. I like the coverage, I like the way it looks, but I mean, still, I'm just like a liquid concealer kind of girl, and this just isn't my forte. But I do like this, and if you like cream concealers, this is definitely one I recommend. The Healthy Look Mattifying Translucent Powder, first of all, is not translucent, and second of all, I don't see this working for anyone because I don't really know anyone who has a pink hue to their skin, so I don't know who this would actually match. So yeah, this gets a major no-go from me. So that is it for this one brand review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, because usually that's the biggest question I get, I'm wearing the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Frida, so that's what's going on there. If you want to see more of these, make sure you let me know in the comments below what brand you want me to do. So thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, follow me on all my social media. All the links are below, as well as all the products I talked about today with updates. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Mwah.